Giddy up, y'all.
What's
Welcome. We welcome. We got Saturday night racing here with Crypto J and Leo. What's going on tonight, guys?
Yee doggy, what's happening, Chad? Just fired up about this race. Lost Smoochie here. Looking for a victory tonight.
Yeah, we think might break her maiden tonight, right? So she's still looking for her first career W. And we think she has a pretty good shot tonight. 5 furlongs on the dirt, Evangeline Downs. After coming out her last race, we did move her up, right? If y'all remember, we moved her up to an open race, which means that she was running against not only horses from Louisiana, right, but Kentucky, Florida, right? They had some some other horses out in there, much higher competition at a higher price tag. And she ran well, right? Went out, got fifth. She actually ran out of the gates like a scalded dog, like I like to say, right out of the chute, sprinted out. She had a 3-length lead coming through the first quarter. And actually, after the race, she had an imprint on her front left, right? So it means she clipped herself. And we watched the replay. You saw her kind of stand up a little bit, and that'll happen occasionally where she kicked herself, right? And stood up and fell back a little bit. But looking for a better return outing from her today. Again, last race of the day here at Evangeline, but we're looking forward to seeing our girl out there, hoping we get a win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I'm excited for her. We know she's had that third place win so far out of the 5 starts she's had this year. So, I know she's going to be in a rush to get back to the stalls there and get her nose into a bucket of that sweet molasses oats she likes so much. So
I'm sure she is, especially with a 9:07 p.m. local post time, right? So a little late there, and it looks like the post might be even later. Look, based off what we're seeing on the feed here, we just watched a heck of a race, right? As we were waiting to pop on. So it's been a stakes race day down at Evangeline. So a lot of great competition, a lot of beautiful horses, and we're happy to be closing the day out there today with La Smoochie. Leo, tell us about what's been going on with you, man. It's been a while since we've been on for a race night. I think we got you muted.
There you go. Sorry, I was muted there. No, it's been a crazy time lately. We got the hop swap going on now. Lazy Universe is growing exponentially by the day. Very exciting times in the Lazy Universe, actually. Lots going on. I did want to ask you a quick question before we did get to this race here. When we're looking at a late race like this, what are the disadvantages of having a late race, Chad?
I mean, horses like people, right? They have schedules, right, and whatnot. And just like me, Jay, I was telling you right before we get on, I'm a morning person, right? I get up and at 'em, and it's I like to go to bed early. So for me, right now, I'm thrown off schedule, right? I'm in Eastern time, so it's 10 p.m. And those of you that laugh at me, I am a little old. I get it.
right, we got Daddy up past his bedtime.
Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit. But right. So, but it's the same thing with them, right? So really seeing how they react now. Good news, Evangeline, they do run the late races, right? So she's run not this late, right? But she's run later in the day. She's had races that were right 7:30 p.m., 8 p.m. Local time, so within an hour of it. So shouldn't really throw her off too much. We do have horses, and Kevin and I, we would joke, we would joke a little bit. Say, hey, they wouldn't make it. They'd be sleeping in the stall, right?
Right.
They wouldn't make it to a race this time, but your horses. But down here, that is their schedule at this meet anyway, right? That we've been running at Evangeline, and we've been down there since April, right? at this meet. It'll be closing up in a few weeks. As right, a lot of the meets will be closing up midsummer. We'll be moving to the next place, whether we're going out to Colonial in Virginia or where, right, we're going back up to Shreveport, to Louisiana Downs, or right, some different places that will be, later this summer. And then obviously looking forward to getting to Tampa Downs when the meet opens up down here.
Right. Awesome. Yeah. So late start for the horses, feeding and things like that. They have to go through quite an extensive day before they get to a late race like this, right?
Just relaxing, wrap, they get them wrapped. They're going to take them out, no galloping, right? Walk them, graze them. Some water and food in the morning on a long day like this, right? So It's not like she hasn't eaten all day, right? Yeah, she ate some this morning. Yeah. Right. And take them out, walk them, wrap them, right? Wrapping the legs, getting everything ready, and just kind of relaxing, right?
Yeah.
Get ready for race time.
You want to talk about Lazy Horse Race Club 2.0?
We can talk about Lazy Horse Race Club 2.0.
Let's bring it up.
Some cool stuff coming, right? Some cool stuff that is coming. A little teaser. So Lazy World, the piece is coming to PC this next week, right? So that's exciting. Accessibility to Skyboxes, Leo's Lounge, the Snack Shack, right? The whole right there on the PC. So a lot of people have been able to experience it and hang out together inside the Oculus, right? So now connect that with all your PC users, everybody lobbying, being able, right, to chat together and enjoying those spaces, right? So we're really excited about that. More importantly, we're excited about the updates coming to the racing game. So in 2 weeks, we will be deploying all attributes, breeding, stakes races, marketplaces, upgrades, everything, whole 9 yards will be deployed. Last item that we're waiting on is we are working on the upgrade of the metadata as it is, right? The metadata it is updated, right? As you race, as the horses breed, right? We have to notate if they're a racer, if they're a breeder, how many races they have left, right? Have you named the horse, right? As we talked about, right? Are they unnamed or this is their name? So all of that metadata has to be pushed back in real time. So we're completing the build out of those APIs. And once those are complete, right, we're able to deploy them. Why can't we deploy them until that's complete? Well, because then the metadata of your assets aren't updating accordingly, right? So you could, what's on the game server won't necessarily match what's over here, right, on the blockchain, and they have to match. We don't want you to take a horse that you started breeding with, go sell it on the marketplace. Somebody thinks they can race with it, right?
Right, exactly.
So we have to make sure those things are in place. So again, we're looking at 2 weeks on that. So Lazy World to PC, and then the big news that everybody is looking for with the racing game, stakes races, custom races, like I said, the whole 9 yards. You can breed, you can sell your polys, you can stud out your horses, right? For I know Steve had always talked about, right, his breeder mixers and all that good stuff, right? So excited to see all that take place, and just continue building a day at a time. It's never a short-term game. It's always build. Sometimes you get tunnel vision with that, right? It's very involved, just on a daily basis, just grinding. And that's what, we pay attention to development. We pay attention to the future. We just are focused constantly on building.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Jay, are you looking forward to naming your horses?
Not so much naming them. Now I actually got to come up with a name that I like and stick to it.
Right.
Because, if everybody doesn't remember, once you name it, unlike right now where you can change your name freely, once you name it, it is that name for the rest of its life. So, I have to put a little more thought into it than.
Have you picked one that you're going to name Crypto Jay? like just Crypto J, because we're all
I'm
looking
sure
for
one
it.
of them will get the honor of taking that title.
That's what we're trying to figure out, if there's one in particular, right? And I think I
Yeah.
have an idea of which one it is, Jay.
I got a good idea.
Yeah.
If I were to name one of them after myself, I would have to say it would have to be the old blue chip naked that I really, really kind of got my name from. So
Yeah, right. Looking forward to that. Yeah, for sure. I think I got Leo Force 1, Leo Force 2, Leo Force 3. I don't know.
he's just starting a whole conglomerate of
License plate.
Lazy Horse President planes.
Well, after we spent that time down in Kentucky at the Derby there, Jay, I mean, seeing the Secret Service everywhere and, Donald Trump and all those guys around there, I got to have Secret Service around.
Right, it was making you feel a little nostalgic, It's like,
Yeah.
I need this for myself.
Yeah. Yeah, fantastic though. But yeah, that was what a great trip that was. Like, I mean, spending time at the Kentucky Derby down there with you guys, that IRL experience that was provided by Lazy Horse for us was just standalone, probably one of the best experiences I've ever had in my whole life. Like, great.
You're not kidding. I heard it brought up actually earlier today in one of the spaces, and somebody was reminiscing about how much they missed being able to get up at 8 a.m. for breakfast with everyone. And we laugh, but it's small things like that we take for granted, because I myself miss that morning camaraderie that we had over coffee and the greasiest bacon I have ever had in my life.
That was some pretty greasy bacon there.
I wouldn't know, because I didn't make it to breakfast not one of the days I was there. I don't know why, but it must have been the bourbon. I'm just going to say.
Well, I know why, because Leo was out checking out lounges.
That's right. Leo's Lounge is looking for lounging.
That's right. You were checking out the competition, man.
That's right. Yeah. Fantastic times though. Oh man, great. Looking forward to the next experience. Actually, we're
already looking at next year, right? Getting ready and getting the plans going. We wish it were tomorrow.
Well,
again, we all had a blast.
Speaking of IRL events, do you want to hint to the family here about where the next one may possibly be? Maybe a region, little terrain. Let the minds work.
Well, we definitely want to make the Derby thing a yearly, right? But there's a couple of events, that are bigger in horse racing. Without doing a Breeders' Cup, because that brings you back into Kentucky, right? Which is great, but like you're saying, different regions. Remember, I am from the Northeast, so that's what I'll say.
I got you. Well, yeah, that's enough to get the minds turning.
That's where I grew up, right? That's where I grew up. Live in Florida now, but that's where I grew up. So we'll see, right? Yeah.
Well, and I know we have a lot of things happening here with the.
There she is.
Yeah.
There.
Fired up.
So everybody knows we are the 4 horse.
Number 4 there, yeah.
As they're making their way out the paddock on their walk out to the track.
Look at them; they're all fired up too, no doubt. They're ready to go do their thing. Been waiting all day. We saved the best for last, though. Just because we're the last race does not mean anything. We always save the best for last.
We got here Loco Lucy.
What did we look at track conditions there? Did you get a chance to glance at that, Chad?
So it looks good. Looks fast and firm today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
Conditions look good for a clean ride. There she is. There's Smooch.
Look at that
Horse Race Club.
Beautiful.
Juan La Rosa and Joel Dominguez is riding today.
Excellent. Joel's back on. That's great. So they're getting
He's
familiar.
back
Hey,
on the
Chad?
ride. Yeah, well, I mean, he's predominantly the team rider down there, and you'll see Vicente, right? Del Cid, right, jump a ride once in a while,
Yeah.
as well as we've seen Tim, right?
Well, we know
Thornton
he
jump a
really
ride.
likes to ride midnight. You know,
That's he likes to ride midnight. Thornton, we did have on Smoochie, right? Took him off, and we have Dominguez on him, or
Excellent.
on Smoochie. We've had he's ridden her now our last 2 times out, and we liked how
Mhm.
he rode.
Excellent. I'd like to just take a moment here and give a shout out to everybody joining us on the live stream on StreamYard here. Majestic Colt, Steamboat, Bone Daddy, CSP, everybody joining in right now. We appreciate you guys tapping in and watching us live here, checking out this beautiful race we have at Evangeline. La Smoochie is going to come out here, and let's see what kind of steam we got going here.
There we go, La Smoochie. Yeah, thanks all for joining us. No, it's a late one. We're excited though. We had a 3-pack last weekend that seemed like did last all day. It was a marathon day for me. But to wait all day today to get to this race, we're excited to get Smooch going here.
We actually had Kevin down at Churchill Downs there last time, right?
Yeah, we did. And those of you that were able to join us, you saw him. He walked through, right, because he was walking with DC through the tunnel, right? So doing the paddock, the walk from the paddock. So you guys got to experience from the view, right, of what the horse experiences walking from the paddock to the track at Churchill. It was really cool.
Yeah, quite the day there as well. Like a lot of precipitation in the morning, wet track. We saw like the horse's hoofs were going down about 6 inches into the track as the race was going.
Rough day of track conditions because we were supposed to go on turf both of those races, and they moved to dirt. It was a rough day all the way around.
It was too wet for the turf, right? They don't let
them. Picture a football game, right? Right in the pouring rain, and how badly that turf gets eaten up. Now put these 1,000-pound animals running down it with all their power.
Right. She clipped herself last time, put a dent in her own leg. So just imagine what they're doing to.
Yeah, you saw it on the. It's funny because you saw it on the tape, right? She didn't cut herself, but like there was the imprint on the tape, right? And she was out front, so she did it to herself.
Yeah.
But we're gonna see how she does here. We know all of our the races that we've had Smooch for. She loves to start, right? Loves to start fast out of the gate. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for her to start fast, get out front, and then hopefully hold on, right? That's what we're hoping, that she holds on. She has a tendency to run out hard about the first 3 furlongs, right? And then and then fade. So we're looking to harness a little bit of that speed for a longer term, and let's see what we got, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now,
go ahead, Jay.
I was just gonna ask, is there anything that our trainer Juan does with her to help improve her stamina?
So we'll breeze her. So instead of generally when they work out, they breeze she'll breeze 4 furlongs, right? So we started breezing her at 5, right? Okay. And why, right? We want to stretch out that endurance a little bit, right? And a breeze is it's a good gallop, right? That we're putting her out there for, and hopefully that'll aid her endurance a little bit.
Okay.
Right? So we'll see how that gives her an effect on this race.
Cool. Very cool.
So quick question for you about a little bit of merch. When Leo size silks?
Got to give Omar the tent maker a call. All right. You got to get the materials for. That's a great question. So we got our silks. We actually made a little old lady in Berlin, New Jersey, hand sews. They're all hand stitched, right? Our silks.
Beautiful.
And I know that Kev got a bunch of sets of them, right? That more sets just made up. And I believe that he did get some other sizes.
Yeah.
I don't know how big of a size he got, or if he was thinking like, hey, we might have a bigger jockey, or maybe we have some bigger community members. I'm not sure, but something tells me there might be some silk giveaways in the very near future.
Good. Because, you got to be careful with that too, because, if you do make a Leo size one, may or may not try sneak down onto the paddock and jump on that one of them horses, right? Like
we told you can get on one of the pony horses, right? Just don't ride ours. So I guess it looks like they're loading in the gates, guys. So I'm going to switch the audio over to the race and kick us down to the bottom, and then we'll jump back after the race.
All right, guys. We'll see you there.
Court in session. Here's Cosmic Bell. Lesson Madge. Her great grandpa. Zippity. Last move in the line is TJ's Sunshine. Last runner walks in. Is on Bati. Loco Lucy and La Smoochie away well. Also right there between runners, Rue Bandit. Here's a rush from Zippity. Next up, Court in Session. TJ's Sunshine is sixth into the turn. Then we have Galaxy Affair, Sunset Flash. To the outside of that runner is Lesson Madge. Down the inside is She's a Sheriff. Trailing pair are Cosmic Bell and Her Great Grandpa. They move midway on the turn, and Zippity is up to take the lead from La Smoochie. These two runners 2 lengths in front of TJ Sunshine, who ranges up in third. Rue Bandit's also right there. This quartet is 5 lengths in front of Lesson Madge, who tries to gain some ground. Loco Lucy tries to also gather some momentum. They straighten away. La Smoochie on the inside up to challenge, but Zippity has something left to say. Rue Bandit now digs in, and Rue Bandit, center of the track, is up to take the lead. Rue Bandit is now the leader. Zippity second. Here's Lesson Madge and Loco Lucy, but it's all Rue Bandit. Zippity second, tight for third between Lesson Madge and Loco Lucy.
Woo!
And we're back. So
out the gate.
That was a race again out the gate. From what I saw, I mean, she doesn't like outside pressure. She was up on the rail there on that turn. I didn't like that. I didn't feel. I will say, you guys saw me off camera. I don't know if you saw me at the bottom right of our little back screen here, and I was shaking my head coming around there when I saw her on the rail. I didn't think she was making the move.
Yeah, she got pinched in. It kind of looked like there on that last corner there, and she didn't really care for that, and didn't really have the fight left in her to push back out of it.
I don't think it's not that she didn't have it. She doesn't like it. She generally does not like that outside pressure, right? There's something about that, and that's why I like to see her get out clean, right? When I say get out clean, is like get out by at least a length, right? Early, where she's not impeded. If they're coming, they've got to come inside, right? And she can control the lane. So, but overall, I mean, again, it kind of a typical run of what we've seen from her to this point. So, back to the drawing board, or not the drawing board, right? But a little bit more on what we're looking at, right, in terms of that endurance and getting her to finish. If we can make the joke again. If her races were 3 furlongs, we'd be undefeated, right? That's for sure, right? So but she's not a 2-year-old, right? She's 4, so it's she's got to run at least 5. But yeah, good overall race. We'll get a health assessment. We'll see, right? Obviously when they, fall back like that, I want, concern, not any concern. I didn't see anything that said, hey, she pulled up this or that, right? It was just, not finishing hard. When, be honest, at a track like Evangeline Downs, if the verdict there that we give the jockeys, if it's not a first or a second, we're not worried about finishing, right? Because frankly, what they pay, right, it's a couple $100, right? So we're worried about if it's on first, second, don't worry about the finish. Let's just get them across the line healthy, and we let's see another race.
Right. There's no point in over stressing the horse, right? If you're not up there in the top 3.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Not at all. Not at all. And it looks like she wasn't giving it to him at the end. So we'll get that assessment though, and we live to race another day. Got a couple entries that we're looking at. Hopefully next week, or in the next week and a half, race wise. So keep your eyes peeled, right, for announcements on those. We'll have those coming up. Hopefully a couple Churchill races. I know everybody's waiting for our boy Midnight to make a return. Right.
Yeah,
so some items like that. So we do have some races planned. Had one we entered today, didn't go, right? What we mean by that. So we entered the race. It was in the condition book and 5 horses. So they didn't write it, right? They kicked the race. They wrote something else. So sometimes that happens. We have the calendar and we said, hey, this is the spot, and the spot doesn't materialize. So then you go to plan B.
Absolutely. Looking forward to the next one, man. Great team we have here. We just keep pushing forward, keep growing. Things are looking up. Really looking forward to the next race. And like you said, like Midnight, we need to get Midnight back up here and get that second in there.
Absolutely. Well, thank you both for joining me tonight. It was great having you on here and enjoying the race together, right? Crypto J, as always, cowboyed up, right? Love seeing it. Love having you here. I know Jay and I are hanging out in our sky boxes, and Leo, you're all lazied up, right?
All day.
But hey, guys, appreciate you. Appreciate everybody joining us. I hope you enjoyed the race, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys. Thanks for joining in.
Have a great night, everyone. Appreciate you.
Have a great night, guys.